Hello everyone, Hollywood Big Boss here, and today's video is going to be a little bit different than the normal ones that we've done. Today I'm going to be discussing the reason why the Pontiac Duelist League is the only duelist league in the world that can claim to have a legitimate world championship. You see, PDL did not create its first championship. We actually acquired it from the original league in our town. And it's this red championship right up here, this one. It's just a simple lid off a container. I don't even remember who did it. It was defended from like 03 to 05 when Dzankic finally won it February 19th, 2005, which is one of the most important dates in our history. After Dzankic's win, they refused to acknowledge the title, and it would go on like that until September when we finally broke away from them. Dzankic and myself started the Pontiac Duelist League, and I won the championship on September 23rd, 2005 from it. But getting back to PDL's creation, unfortunately I do not have any of the in-between championships that we used between the original league championship and what now represents the Pontiac Duelist League World Championship right over here, this one. But there's an even more important message than that. In February 2007, the Kankakee Duelist League was established, and they would fold that same year. We have the physical KDL Championship right up front here, and it was unified with our championship on October 30th, 2007, but it would be separated late January for a Fatal 4-Way unification match. RDL was established in February of 2008. Due to one of our members having his mother pass away, and he was given his own Duelist League and Championship, which this one represented, the Red Hawks Duelist League Championship. We also had created the Mexican National Duelist League from a member of a subsidiary group of ours in Mexico City, Mexico. The MNDL Championship was established September of 2007. And we all planned for a unification match to determine one world champion on June 11th, 2008. It all came to a head. 4 duelists, and there would only be one world champion for 2 months. Then afterwards, their surviving 3 leagues would get their world championships returned to them. By August of 2008, MNDL had broken contact with us, and they never officially got their championship returned to them. So after the world title unification match, which was won by Root Beer Guy of RDL, their title was never officially returned to them. And in fact, MNDL is the only duelist league that never had physical championships to represent its titles that we know of. So, in the end, only 2 titles remain from that world title unification match. The Pontiac Duelist League World Championship and the RDL World Championship. Now, the RDL World Championship would continue. It would be unified with its sole predecessor, the Pontiac Duelist League Hardcore Championship, early 2009, January 25th, I believe. And RDL would fold by April 17th of that year. It would be gone, no longer existing. So, since it was unified with our hardcore title, it would be known as such from that point onward. However, as time passed and everything, it became more and more apparent that a different hardcore championship was needed due to the lack of prestige that our original one had been used with, so we just quietly moved it aside and created the Knights of Pontiac Hardcore Championship. This title would later be revived by the Raven, and it would be unified into our Pontiac Duelist League World Championship. So out of the 4 subsidiary leagues of PDL that originally existed, only ours still exists to this date. The Pontiac Duelist League World Championship. Then, just last year, well actually it was 2011, we acquired this right here, a piece of Konami's World Championship from 2003, which was won in a suburb of Chicago. We attempted to contact the original holder. His name is still on the front of this trophy. So, due to him not responding to any of our contacts, I was named the champion, and we unified the Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel King Championship from 2003 from Chicago with our Pontiac Duelist League World Championship. We're the only duelist league in the United States, or probably in fact the world, that has had so much put into just one title. And it's this one right here. Now, I currently don't hold this championship. That is in the property of Kaylara Draga right now. But I will tell you that this championship has been defended literally everywhere. I mean, we just last year had a title match in Rosslyn, British Columbia, Canada, where I won this championship once again. But probably the most important thing is that the main reason why we can claim that our World Championship is the only true one in dueling comes from the fact that when Konami has their little tournament in Japan, not only one year did they only have 2 people from their country duel for it, which is a total farce, but to make matters worse, their champion never has to defend the title once they win it. And with the Swiss format system that they use, you can literally lose your way to the World Championship. You only technically have to win one duel in order to be World Champion. You could just get enough points to move up the ladder, which is complete and total bullshit. The PDL World Championship is defended 24/7, 365 whenever we have PDL events. We are the only league to have taken this title nationwide and outside of our home country, too. So when it comes to other leagues trying to claim world championships or saying that our championship doesn't matter, their argument just holds no water anymore. This is the only true, legitimate world championship in dueling. And I've said it since the Pontiac Duelist League seceded from UDE and Konami's organized play in 2006, that we will continue to be the best duelist league in the world, bar none. And we mean it. This World Championship, right here, is what matters, and nothing else does. This championship means the most to any duelist in PDL, because so many people have fought for it, and so very few have actually attained it. However, I must say that for all the time and effort that everyone's put into this league and everything, I thank each and every one of you. And for those who are looking for a challenge to join our league and compete against our duelists, you're more than welcome to. But I think that's enough for our little message today. But I just wanted to show you that if we were to carry around all the hardware that's made up our one championship, it's a handful. There's, literally no way that we can do it. So just having this one belt to represent all of this is more than enough. So on behalf of Kaylara Draga and the Pontiac Duelist League, this is Hollywood Big Boss in my explanation of why the Pontiac Duelist League is the only league in the world that has a legitimate world championship. Thank you for viewing this, and I greatly appreciate everything that our viewers have done for the Pontiac Duelist League over the years. I never take that for granted. You are the reason why we continue doing what we do better than anyone else in the world. And for that, bottom of my heart, I thank you. And the duelists that we currently have in PDL, from the bottom of my heart, I thank you for sticking by me even when times were tough. But anyway, this has been Hollywood Big Boss, signing off.